Today, I'll be seeking the role as Macbeth, the protagonist at the heart of the tragedy by the same name. My goal is to show an understanding of character in Shakespeare's language and imagery. I must also respond to the particular task in role. Oh no, I'm done for. What's happening to me? The horror of what I saw will haunt me forever, split my soul in half, and drag me one step towards the line of insanity. Why now, God? Why? There he was, Banquo, right before my very eyes, his gory locks dripping with blood. Why must he come tonight, where all the high-ranking lords are over? The evening was going just fine. In fact, I was overjoyed when the assassin informed me that Banquo, my dear friend Banquo, the trouble-causing git, had been killed. The blood upon his face already told me he'd been successful. Better to see the blood splattered on the murderer's face than within Banquo's veins. The fact that Flint escaped did worry me. Otherwise, I would have been perfect. As whole as the marble, as fat as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. But now, I'm tangled in fear and doubt. Just as the feast is about to begin, I see the spirit. The spirit that no other person could see, not even my lady. Oh, how vivid the image was, a figure sitting upon my stool. Why was I the only one able to witness such a horrible sight? I'm sure everyone's done things they regret, so why am I the only one that has to suffer the consequences? Oh, my lady, she's as cunning as a fox. She did her little scene well, getting the attention away from me, the coward. Who would have known that behind that lovely, smiling mask was an entirely different person? A determined, shameless woman questioning her own man about his manhood. Does she not remember who I am? What I've done? I am Macbeth, head soldier and Thane of Glamis, who has led and won every single battle he's been in. If I'm not a man, I don't know who is. But that was the old me. The new me is a murderer, haunted by a guilty conscience of his best friend who he killed. The man who dared to look at something that would appall the devil. But of course my lady doesn't believe me. She called the image a painting of my fear, a hallucination that would get me nowhere, that when all this passes, I'll look but on a stool. But I know I saw him. I know it. In the ancient times, when the brains were out, a man would die, and there an end. But now, they walk out of the grave with 20 fatal head wounds and push us off our stools. What's happening to this world? Am I going insane? I did the best I can, telling him to go back into his grave. After all, the bones are marrowless, the blood is cold. There was no speculation in those eyes he was staring at me with, I convinced myself. I listened to my lady, shouting for the horrible shadow, unreal mockery to get out of here. How is it that things happen and overcome us, like a summer's cloud without our special wonder? Those people in the room, all staring at me like I've gone mad! How is it that they keep the natural ruby of their cheeks, while mine is blanched with fear? My lady, probably tired of all this nonsense, blamed me for displacing the mirth, breaking the good meaning by making a spectacle of myself. As I had guessed, she used that as a lame excuse to make everyone leave. It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Violence will become more violent. Evil will become more evil. The dead will get their revenge. Gravestones have been known to move, trees to speak, to bring guilty men to justice. I must go and see the witches tomorrow, while it's still early. I need them to tell me more, but the worse. After all, Flint has escaped, and I need to know what will happen next. I've come so far. I can't stop now.